Hey guys, I'm here to show you tips and tricks and the basics of playing guitar. Now let's start off with what guitar you want to buy. If you're a beginning student or advanced. Personally, if you're beginning, you would choose an acoustic. Many people choose an acoustic for a beginning guitar because it gives your fingers strength to apply on the strings, play a chord or a note. But many people choose an electric also when they're beginning, as it does not require as much force to play a note correctly if you're pressing down on the frets. And getting back to the brands, you can choose many different brands of the guitar. For example, I have a Fender, which is very reliable, cheap, and inexpensive, which is so good about a Fender. And many of them are mass-produced, but they're great acoustic and electric guitars. And many other brands make acoustic guitars and electric guitars. Brands like Martin, Gibson, Epiphone, Jackson, many more too. Just naming a couple off the top of my head. Some of the most popular, actually. Most well known. And now, getting to holding the guitar. This curve right here of the guitar, if it's left side, you want that to be resting on your right leg, roughly in the middle. So, you want your right arm to go over this part of the guitar, this side, and have your hand resting above the strings, not on them, but above them, above the strings, just right in the middle of it, right here where you strum. And now, getting to your pick. This is a pick right here. Many different brands, which also make guitars, make picks. And a pick can range from a variation of thickness and used for different variations of music. For example, each pick has different sizes: thin, medium, and heavy. Thin picks can be used for people who like to play the guitars fast. For example, lead guitarists in rock bands, or just people who are a speed demon on the guitar. Now, medium picks, they're for people who are down in between, being a speed demon and being, a little slow on the guitar. People like that. But for the heavy picks, they're for the bass players and people who just want a good, clear sound out of the guitar. And now what's so good about each one, it's just each one has its pros and cons. For example, thins can break easily. Mediums also tend to break easily. They're not really all the thickest, but the heavies, they will last forever, but they don't really, you can't really play fast with them as much as a medium or a thin. And now, here's the playing of the string. Now that you got your pick in your hand, you're holding it correctly with the thumb and index finger at the top of it, leaving the bottom empty and untouched. You want to just play an open E string. That'll be the thinnest string on the guitar. Be an open E string, no hands on the neck of the guitar. And now, let's start off with a chord. For example, an A minor. That would be an A minor, very popular chord, and also a very great chord to practice with. And many songs start out with an A minor and usually use an A minor throughout the song. And now also for plucking the string, a good tip, strumming a string, do not go at it hard, and don't go at it too light either. Because if you go at it too light, you won't really get a good sound out of it. But if you do it too hard, like this, it just gives that harder sound, which is a little over the edge. And another tip, if you're playing rhythm guitars and you have chords throughout a song, you would need to know a bar chord, or a bar. A bar is just one finger keeping all the strings down on one fret. Now, there's a device that actually helps you out with this. It's called a capo. I do not have one on me. Wish I did so I could show you in the demonstration, but it's called a capo. And what does it? It just keeps all the strings down on the guitar like a bar. And it's good for many different songs and players. Many players use it, some don't. And for the last step, when you're done with playing your guitar, or if you're just picking up the guitar, how to tune your guitar. Now, many people like to use tuners off their phones or apps. Then you can also buy tuners from Guitar Center, which are very helpful and very accurate, but the ones on your phone are free, and those also are very accurate. But here's something that's also really cool about some guitars. Some will have a built-in tuner, for example, right here. And basically, a good part about this, you play a string, it'll light up. If it lights up green, it'll say that means the string is in tune. Now like that means the string is a little out of tune, but it's still in good condition. And now here's another, and for these top pieces, these are what you tune your guitar with, these top pieces right here. Now these pieces differential the different pitches of the guitar. Here's a nice analogy that I like to keep it as. Clockwise loosens the string. Counterclockwise tightens the string. Now if the string is loosened, that means the pitch is going down. For example, that's just regular string. But if I turn it down clockwise, pitch is going down. Now, let's see the difference in it if its pitch is turned up. See the difference? And now, depending on if it's tightened or loosened, it differentiates the pitch of the guitar. That's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you next time.